call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter.
Well, good evening, Tiger fans. Lander Valley Tiger football is on the air. This is Ernie Over along with Austin Beckdoss. We're at Douglas High School at Bearcat Stadium, where the homestanding Douglas Bearcats are celebrating their homecoming tonight. And it's a very festive atmosphere here tonight in Douglas, isn't it, Austin?
Yes, it is. My first time in the stadium here in Douglas, and it's quite nice. A lot of good space for the home fans especially. There are some away fans, though, representing Lander on that far side in the stone bleachers, but it is a beautiful evening here. It's been 3 Fridays in a row now. We've had just glorious, summery, warm fall weather, and feels like the weather might never change to winter in Wyoming, which, if that happened, yeah, I'd be all right with it.
Yeah. Well, the Douglas Bearcats have won the toss, and let's see if they're going to receive or defer. The official is still talking with them out there, patting him on the shoulder pads. And Douglas is going to defend the goal to the west. No, to the east, I'm sorry. Lander will defer the goal to the west. Well, the official's taking his time letting us know what officially happened out there. Now he goes. And Douglas has deferred, so Lander will get the ball to start this afternoon's football game. And you mentioned the stone bleachers on the far side. That sounds kind of ominous. But these are decorative native stone, you know, kind of like what you see at the University of Wyoming, that kind of stone, and they're built into the side of the hill. And it is really, really nice here. We're going to have a full crowd, full home crowd here tonight. It's homecoming, and they've just got an awful lot of things going on here as we came into the stadium. Want to remind you, this is the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. And the Douglas Fire Department has just arrived with a very large flag, and they're putting it up on their one of their units there. It looks like one of their aerial units. And as you can see, if you're watching on WYO Today YouTube, the flag's almost out vertical. We've got a lot of wind here today. And right now, Austin, it's a warm wind.
Yeah, we got out of the car in the parking lot. I was expecting a chilly wind, but right away it was warm, took off the sweatshirt, and it's, yeah, pretty toasty still in the stadium here as we enter evening. It will likely cool down quite a bit, but, yeah, warm night overall and a beautiful occasion for what is Douglas's homecoming for this year.
Lander comes into this game with a 2-win, 2-loss record. They defeated Green River 21-14 and Evanston 14-13. They lost to Powell 39-8 and to Torrington 33-2. The Douglas Bearcats opened their season with a 33-23 win over the Jackson Hole Broncs, and they defeated Riverton last weekend 20-13 in Riverton. Their losses come against Cody 49-0 and Powell 34-14. Douglas has an 18-win, 7-loss record against the Lander Valley Tigers. Their last win over the Tigers was last year, 42-7. And Lander's last win over Douglas was in 2019 in a game at Bill Bush Stadium where the Tigers won that one 31-26. It's a real long football history here in Douglas. They have won state championships 5 times, the last in 2010, and they've been a runner-up for 8 times. The last one was in 2014. Coach Jay Rhodes retired at the end of this last season. And I tell you what, he was here for 18 years, Austin, and won 136 games and lost only 44.
Yeah, very impressive record there over the course of 18 seasons. And
well, the public address announcer, someone is parked on the hill over there, and they don't want him parked on the hill.
I got distracted by that momentarily there, but yeah, very impressive recent historic record for Douglas football, and overall over the many years they've been playing here and representing this town. And tonight, given that, it's certainly going to be a tough task for the Tigers on the road.
Well, Coach Drew Hodges is in his first year. And as I mentioned, he replaced longtime coach Jay Rhodes. Lander's coach is Jim Burton. He's in his second year, and both of his wins in his 2 years here in Lander have come this year. Lander's all-time record since 1908 is 370 wins, 462 losses, and 25 ties. And the Douglas Bearcats record also since 1908, 480 victories, 402 losses, and 15 ties. So Douglas has a great football tradition. They've got a great crowd tonight, and we're looking for a good football game. And we'll be right back with more of our pregame show after this.
Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Looking at the stats for both of these teams, the Douglas Bearcats average 175.5 yards per game. Lander is just 3 yards behind them at 172.5. In the passing department, Douglas averages 113.5 yards a game. Lander, 90.5 yards a game. So total offense for Douglas through 4 games this year, 289 yards, and for Lander, 263. So we're looking, what could be a pretty good football game tonight. Lander is much improved from last year, Austin.
Yeah, that's right. And the Tigers, Ernie and I, we've been watching every game so far this season. There have been some high highs and some lower lows. Last week, of course, during Lander's homecoming matchup against the Torrington Trailblazers, the Tigers suffered a challenging and heavy defeat in the Bill Bush Stadium, but that could go either way for Coach Burton's team. They could either continue in that not so great form for another day, or they could bounce back from that, use it as motivation to make a statement here in Douglas.
Well, we hope that the Tigers will do well. There's quite a few fans from Lander who have made the trip over today to Douglas. It's about a 3-hour drive from about 3.5 hours from Lander, about 3 hours from Riverton, and about 45 minutes or so from Casper. So a lot of folks on hand here this evening for this football game. Beautiful afternoon. We mentioned we've got a pretty strong wind that's coming out of the west right now, but it is a warm wind. The flagpole on the west end of the stadium, the flag is just about straight out. A lot of wind out here this afternoon, and this homecoming, they have got a tremendous amount of activities going on, and they have got hamburgers and hot dogs and pop and all sorts of other things. The hospital of okay. Well, we're still going, so yeah. Oh, that's our Wi-Fi. Okay. What is that? Okay. Yeah, we're still on. Okay. Sorry, some lovely lady wearing a tiara came up here and delivered us a bunch of goods that I don't think are for us. I think it's probably for the Douglas team. They've got a tiara in the middle of that one, so I think maybe that will be something for the royalty, the crown and the tiara for the royalty here at homecoming. Tell you what, it's a beautiful afternoon, a little bit of windy here in Douglas. Tigers hoping to go up 3-2 on the season, and same thing for the Douglas Bearcats, Austin.
Yep, and we are just under 10 minutes away from kickoff here. Fans in the stands are clearly excited, a lot of energy down there. And it's just, once again, a absolutely gorgeous day. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Douglas.
Yeah, and we're sitting there trying to get the camera a little bit loose. We're going to tighten that up. You can see all the Lander fans there if you're watching on YO Today YouTube across the way. We mentioned those are stone bleachers, but boy, those are the best-looking stone bleachers I think I've seen in the state of Wyoming. This is a very, very nice football facility. They've got a track facility here. They've got a baseball field. They've got practice areas. They've got tennis. They've got pickleball. They've got just about everything here, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and I'm impressed by just how many seating options there are available. You could take a seat on those stone benches across the way. You could have a nice seat on the sloped lawn to either side. Then the parking lot is even sort of sloped so folks could watch from their cars. There's just so many good vantage points of the actual action on the field here in the stadium. Really nice design.
And the the seatings here are bleacher seats on the home side, but they do have backrests, which is really, really nice. I think a lot of fans appreciate that.
It's a classy touch.
Yeah, folks are settling in, and we'll be back with more of the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show right after this.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Okay, back again. The Douglas Bearcats have just entered the field, and the Lander Tigers are practicing over to our right. Looking at the starting lineups, the Sutherland Home Improvement Center lineups for the Douglas Bearcats. Their quarterback is going to be number 15, Colin Roberts. He is a 6'1", 185-pound junior. In the backfield, not Colin Roberts, will be Owen Meyer. He is 5'11", 155 pounds, a junior. Jarrett Jones, one of the receivers on the left side, wearing number 3, 5'11", 155 pounds. He is a junior. Jason Freeberg will be out there kicking today, a 6'1", 145-pound cornerback when he's on the field. Carter Archuleta is one of the leading ground gainers in the state of Wyoming in Class 3A. He wears number 42, and he is 6'2", and weighs 200 pounds, and he is a senior. And then the return man is Paxton Hollingsworth. He's the return and a cornerback. He's 6 foot, 155 pounds. He also is a junior. On defense, Milo Oria, a 5'8", 185-pound sophomore. Brennan Sullivan, a 5'10", 195-pound junior. Louise Smith, a 5'9", 195-pound running back. And we'll be right back with the Lander starting lineup after this.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups for the Lander Valley Tigers. Quarterback is going to be Paxton Hollinghead, a junior. In the backfield, Parker Burton, a junior at 5'6", 155 pounds. Caleb Larvey, a senior, 5'9", 200 pounds. Braden Baker, a running back, comes in as a junior. On the line, we'll have Jackson Condor, the center. He's a senior. Caleb Hamilton, a junior. Trey Pickard, a senior. We'll have Gavin Romer. He will be a guard and a defensive tackle for the Lander Valley Tigers. And so the teams have exchanged handshakes. We'll start with Lander receiving the ball. Douglas will kick off, and their kicker is going to be, where did I see that? Yeah, Jarrett Jones, number 3, will kick off, and Lander will get the ball first. And the Tigers will have the sun at their back, Austin, when this game begins.
Yeah, that's going to be a factor because the sun is out and it is bright, so we may just see some folks squinting down on the field. It could be a factor, especially during the passing games for both teams.
Yeah, so Douglas will have the sun right in their eyes.
That's right. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yeah. So it is. We have two American flags, one on the west end of the field, and one that the fire department brought over, a huge flag, and it's flat out horizontal. You can hardly see it because the wind's so strong. It's just strung out horizontal there. So we have some pretty strong winds here this evening, as Austin was talking about.
Yep, wind and sun going to be factors tonight.
The officials today will be from the Casper Officials Association, and we're waiting a minute 35 for the clock to mark down, and we'll be ready for the start of this game. So Lander Valley will have the ball to start first. They lost the flip of the coin, and Douglas deferred. They were the winners, and they deferred to the second half. So Douglas will kick the ball off first. They're wearing bright blue jerseys with white pants, red helmets, and red, white, and blue trim around their numbers. Lander Valley, of course, in their white uniforms with green trim. Green numbers trimmed in black, and black helmets with the Tiger insignia on it. Going deep back to receive for the Lander Tigers, about the 10-yard line, is Finn McFadden. Also back there, we have Parker Burton, about the 20-yard line, and kicking off for the Douglas Bearcats is going to be Jason Freeberg. Freeberg also does the PAT kicking for the Douglas Bearcats. Football's down on the 40-yard line, waiting for the whistle. There it goes. Here is the kick, and it's an end-over-ender into the wind, and it's going to bounce into the end zone, and we're going to have a touchback. So the Tigers will start at their 20-yard line, first down and 10. Well, the wind caught that one, and I thought it was going to land out of bounds, Austin.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got up to maximum height, the wind just picked it up, and it drifted kind of off into the corner of the end zone, and that's a good hint as to what we'll see for the trajectory as the ball travels through the air during this game.
Douglas lines up in a three-man defensive front. The Tigers come out. We'll have one man, Jones, split out far to the right side, and Landon Jones off to the other side. In the shotgun is Paxton Hollingshead, the quarterback, two running backs alongside him. And the handoff goes to Caleb Larvey. And Larvey gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that. They're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage. So, well, actually, they're going to give him a yard. So we'll give Larvey a 1 yard. It's at the 21-yard line, second down, and 9 yards to go for the Lander Valley Tigers. They come up to the line, same formation. One man in the slot this time is going to be Finn McFadden. In the gun, there's the snap. Pass goes on the near side and not going anywhere. He's smothered by about 7 or 8 Douglas Bearcats. They were waiting for that one. So McFadden gets the pass, but doesn't go anywhere. So there'll be no gain on the play. So it'll be third down, 9 yards to go for the Lander Valley Tigers.
Yeah, I believe that was Johnson Baker there on the reception for no gain there, Ernie.
Okay, so that was number 1.
Number 1,
not
yes.
Number 13. Okay, Braden Johnson Baker. So here's a big play for the Lander Tigers. Third down, 9 yards to go. Tigers come out in that same formation. In the gun now, Braden Baker is alongside Hollingshead. And we have a whistle and a timeout called by the Lander Tigers. So we'll be right back with third down action after this.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
10 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. First period of first quarter, no score. Lander has a big third down play here. Third down and 9 from the 21-yard line in their own territory. Offset eye, one man in the motion is Parker Burton. Rolling out to pass is Hollingshead, and he's caught behind the line of scrimmage and sacked back at the 19-yard line. So it's going to be a loss on the play of 2 yards back to the 19, and the Tigers will have to come out and punt, and that will be Caleb Andrews coming out there to do the punting for the Lander Valley Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers didn't really get anywhere on their first drive. Hopefully they can get some distance on this punt here.
I'm sorry, that's Braden Baker back there to do the punting for Lander. And there's the nice punt into the with the wind, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So Douglas will have the ball, and the official's going to mark it right at the 45, I believe. No, he's going to mark it at the 44. So it'll be the 44-yard line. That's where Douglas will have the football. And the quarterback is Colin Roberts. He's a 6'1", 185-pound junior for Coach Drew Hodges.
And the squad size of this Douglas team is quite impressive as well. I don't have a total count, but there are a lot of members down there on the sideline. Definitely a full roster.
Owen Meyer and Jarrett Jones in the backfield. They line up in a full house look. Kind of an offset eye, rather. One man in motion. Here's the handoff. Goes on the near side. Carrying the football is Cash Tillard. Tillard all the way down to the 40, 35, 30-yard line in Lander territory before he's knocked out of bounds. So Tillard is going to pick up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 yards on the play by Tillard. And it's a first down, and it's all the way down to the, let's see, what do we got? The 28-yard line. Same formation, handoff to Archuleta this time. Archuleta finds a little bit of a hole and pounds his way down to close to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 22. So gain of 6 yards on the play by Archuleta. He's the leading ground gainer in one of the leading ground gainers. Hash mark on the near side. Rollins rolls, pass into the end zone, just out of the reach of the receiver, and that was going to be Max Moore, and the pass is incomplete. So it will be third down and about 4 yards to go on the Lander side of the field. They're at the Lander 22-yard line. So Douglas looking at a third down and 4. They have a very powerful running game, Austin. I wouldn't be surprised to see him run it right here.
Yeah, that's clear already. And on that first long run from Tillard, a couple key blocks from the offensive line really set him up for that. And impressive signs early on the ground on offense for Douglas.
One man in the backfield, one man in the slot, receivers on each side. And now we have a timeout called by Douglas. So each team has taken a timeout. We're at 9 minutes, 5 seconds to go. First period, no score. Lander Valley and Douglas.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Back again, Ernie Over and Austin Bektas at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, Wyoming. 9:05 to go first period. There is no score on our Ranger Printers scoreboard. Lander took a real early timeout. Now Douglas has done the same thing, facing a third down and 4 yards to go situation deep in Lander territory. So let's see what Coach Drew Hodge has come up with. Bearcats come out of the huddle on the sideline up to the line of scrimmage with receivers split out wide on each side. They're in an offset eye in the backfield. Quarterback Roberts Tries to draw him offside to get that extra yard. He rolls to his right to pass. There's a pass downfield, caught. And that's Owen Meyer that catches the receiving. And he's going to be down at the 15-yard line, or maybe the 14. They're going to mark it down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Douglas Bearcats. So a nice pass play on that time, and it went for 6 yards. So here come the Bobcats up to the line of scrimmage.
It was good tackle from the Tigers from Parker Burton just to keep that gain to a minimum.
Under center is the quarterback Collins. He gives it off to Archuleta. Archuleta, touchdown. No, he fumbled the ball. Did he fumble it before he crossed the line?
Difficult to tell.
The officials are talking about it. The ball came out, and I'm not sure if he had entered the end zone by the time the ball came out. This could be a touchback for Lander. Let's wait and see. Because the ball came flying out just as he was about to hit the goal line, and the officials are talking about it now. And the umpire consulting with the other officials. Here comes his call. And it's going to be a touchback for Lander. Lander's going to get the ball as he fumbled it before the end zone. So Archuleta fumbles the ball before the end zone after a really nice 18-yard drive, 18-yard pickup down to the 1-yard line and a fumble. And Lander is going to take over now, 1st and 10. Big break for the Tigers as they're going to get the ball right at their 20-yard line.
Yeah, great break there for the Tigers. And though they were struggling on that Douglas drive to keep yardage to a minimum, they were showing strong intent while tackling. And I think, again, that's what caused the fumble at a really good time for the Tigers.
Cody West in the game as a running back. Handoff goes to Caleb Larvey. Larvey breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets up close to the 30-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down about the 27-yard line. So that's going to be a 7-yard gain for the Tigers and a nice run by Caleb Larvey on the play. 2nd down and about 3 yards to go. Actually, they've moved the ball up now. They're going to give him to the 28. So that would have been an 8-yard pickup. It is 2nd down, 2 yards to go now. Same look in the backfield for the Tigers. Pass on the near side is caught by McFadden. McFadden breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's got the 1st down, and he's across the 40-yard line, or they're going to mark him right at the 40-yard line. Really nice reception on that play. And do we have a flag on the play somewhere? Yeah, there is now. The official just threw one, and I'm not sure what that is about. Here's the call. Oh, a sideline warning for the Douglas Bearcats, as they were way too close to the field. So the pass play goes from the 27-yard line to the 40-yard line. 13-yard pass play to Finn McFadden. And the Tigers have their first down of the game. Receivers split out wide on each side. Cody West and Caleb Larvey in the backfield. There's the snap. It goes to Cody West. West pours his way forward across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain for Cody West, seeing his first action. He played in about 4 plays in that game against Torrington, and he's got a start here tonight. He'd been out with an injury. So the Tigers have 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Football on the hash on the near side. They need 8 yards for the 1st down. They need to get right to midfield for a 1st down. Same formation in the backfield. Hollingshead in the gun. Rolls to pass. Passes on the near side. It's caught. And that would be Landon Jones with the reception. And that's going to be right up about they're going to mark him at the 47-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play by Landon Jones. A nice play. And that kind of caught Douglas flat-footed. They didn't have anybody over there.
Yeah, Jones was wide open. Unfortunately, the pass was just a little low and behind him, so he did have to drop to his knees to make the catch. But Yeah, good play there from the Tigers to get ever closer to that first down. Just 3 yards to go now here on the third down.
Football on the hash mark on the far side. Tigers come out. Everyone is in tight. Under center, there's the handoff. Straight ahead, Cody West, first down. Tigers down to the 45 of Douglas. Cody West with the carry. And he gets down to the, they're going to mark him down at the 46. So that's 7 yards on the play and a first down for the Lander Tigers. And this second drive of the Tigers looking a lot better than their first one.
Yeah, that fumble from Douglas in the end zone has kind of changed the tide of the game here early in the first quarter.
Hollingshead under center, gives it to Caleb Larvey. He powers his way across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. It's going to be about a 2-yard pickup for Caleb Larvey. Clock is moving, 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's no score here at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, Wyoming. The homecoming game for the Douglas Bearcats. Big crowd on hand here tonight in Douglas, and quite a few Lander fans across the way as well. Okay, Hollingshead comes out this time in the gun. 2 receivers in the backfield. Back to pass. There's a pass downfield that's broken up. Really nice defensive play that time by Denton Brown, as Finn McFadden was right there, and if Brown hadn't been there, he would have made the reception. So it's third down now from the 44-yard line. Big play here for the Tigers. I guess you could say the same thing, Austin, for the Douglas defense.
Yeah, 8 yards to go here, and with the Tigers running backs averaging right around 4 or 5 yards per carry this season, it's a little bit much to ask in this situation. Going to have to be a clever play call from Coach Jim Burton.
Tigers come out. They've got Landon Jones on one side. Another receiver. Here's the step back, the throwback, and the pass is caught downfield, and that's going to be number 5. Who is that? Oh, Bodie Moffitt. That's Bodie Moffitt with the pass reception, and he is down to the 34-yard line. That's a 10-yard pass play for Moffitt and a first down for the Lander Tigers. Nice catch that time by Bodie Moffitt. So the clock continues to move for 4.5 minutes to go now. Lander on the march, hash mark on the near side, trips on the left side, single receiver on the right. Back to pass to Landon Jones. It's too far. No, that was a pass to Braden Johnson Baker, and that was too sharp and a little outside.
Yeah, the Tigers had some good momentum going in the air, so I guess they figured let's keep that rolling. They haven't done many consecutive pass plays this season, but now we've seen 3 in a row.
And Braden Johnson Baker was that pass was just a little out in front of him. So it's second down, 10 yards to go now. Hash mark on the near side. Tigers are moving west to east. Now they move the football to the center of the field. And the officials are coming in for a huddle now. I'm not sure what that's all about. Now they move the football back again. Okay, it's right smack dab in the middle of the field now. Tigers have it, second down, 10 yards to go. Now the officials are starting to huddle again. Now they break and go back to their positions. Second down, 10 yards to go. 2 men in the backfield. There's the handoff up the middle, and that was Cody West that carried that, number 30. No, that was Braden Baker, 34. Braden Baker carries it, and it is down to the 33-yard line, so that was a 1-yard gain.
And another big play here, another third down and relatively long to go as the Tigers continue their continuous and productive but sort of slow-going drive here in the first quarter.
We're down to 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score in this game. Hollingshead in the gun. Receivers on each side. He rolls to his right side, stops under heavy pressure, and down he goes. He should have thrown that ball. He was tackled back at the Lander 48-yard line, and he just didn't have a chance to get rid of that ball, and a huge loss on the play. About 12-yard loss on the play.
Yeah.
So it's 4th down, and Braden Baker will come in to punt as the loss goes all the way back to the 47-yard line. That'll be a, gee whiz, 14-yard loss.
Just as the Tigers had some momentum, they're punting for their 2nd time in this young game.
Braden Baker with the punt. There's the long spiral kick. It comes down at the 12-yard line, and it's picked up there to the 30, 35, 40, 45, across midfield. Nice return on the play, and that was number 2. That was Ryland Van Doren. Ryland Van Doren for the Douglas Bearcats. Tremendous return on the play, and they're going to mark him right at the Lander 45-yard line. Boy, he just took off on the right-hand side and had some blockers, and they were finally able, the Tiger defense was, to get him out of bounds at the 45. So 1st down, 10 yards to go in Lander territory. Hash mark on the far side. Quarterback Colin Roberts, a junior, brings his team out. Twin receivers on each side. Offset eye in the backfield. Collins in the gun. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Archuleta. Archuleta finds some running room and gets almost to the 1st down mark. It's going to depend on where they get him, but I think he's got the 1st down. No, they're going to mark him a yard short. Be a 9-yard gain. So it goes from the 45 down to the 36-yard line. 9-yard carry by Archuleta. Archuleta's a pretty good ball carrier. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, and he's a senior. He also is a linebacker on defense, which, he's got the perfect build for that linebacker.
Yeah, that's a sort of unusual combo, the running back linebacker. But so far we've seen him perform both roles well in this early game.
Offset eye again. Collins takes the snap, rolls back to pass. Here's a pass that's caught by Cash Tillard. Tillard falls forward to the 25-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down for the Douglas Bearcats. And we're down to 2 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter of play. No score. In Austin, we had a chance to meet Tillard's grandfather downstairs before the game.
That's right, yeah. Tillard's grandfather told us to keep an eye out for his grandson. And
number 9, yeah.
On that play there, Tillard, the player, not the elder, made a great catch to get another 1st down for Douglas.
Same formation. Collins has the handoff to Archuleta, who's caught at the line of scrimmage and pulled down for a short gain. Good defense that time by the Tigers, and coming in and making that stop, Trey Pickard. Nice defensive play, and the gain is to the, what do they call that? That's going to be the 25-yard line. So just a yard on the play. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Collins in the gun. This time a single receiver in the slot, 1 man in motion. And the handoff goes to that man in motion, Cash Lenzen. Lenzen is caught. Really good defensive play by the Lander Tigers. And coming up and making that play was Cody West. Nice play by Cody West. And I tell you what, just a short gain of about 2 yards on the play. So it's down at the 23-yard line. Just 2 yards on the play. Big 3rd down here. I'm impressed with Lander's defensive play so far in these long yardage situations.
Yeah, especially those last 2 plays. Lander stayed focused to keep the gains to a minimum, and can they do the same again here?
Big 3rd down play. Collins pass downfield. It's caught, and that's Tillard again, I believe. Is that number 9? Can't tell. He needs to turn his back to me.
I believe that was Lenzen, number 7.
Lenzen. Yeah, Lenzen gets it. It's a 1st down. Nice pass by Collins, and it goes all the way down to the 13-yard line. 10-yard gain on the play. So Douglas is threatening again. They almost had a touchdown, but they had a fumble at the goal line. Archuleta was running it in and lost the handle on the ball crossing the goal line, and Lander got it on the touchback. Here's the handoff straight up the middle. Collins takes it himself, and he gets down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
So 3 yards on the play.
And that's going to do it for the first period of play here, Ernie.
Yeah, we're down to less than a second. So that's it, the end of the first quarter of play, and there's no score. Lander and Douglas, and we'll be right back.
Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Ernie Over and Austin Beckdos back with you at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas at the end of the first quarter. There's no score. But Douglas has a second down, 8 yards to go. They can get a first down before the goal line at about the 3. So the Tigers set their defense right now, hash mark far side of the field. 3-man defensive front for the Tigers. Collins, the quarterback, under center for Douglas. There's the snap, the handoff, goes to Archuleta, and he's caught right away. Great defensive pursuit. Pickard was in there, and Cody West in there for the Tigers. And they're going to give him no gain on the play. Great defensive pursuit there by the Tigers, and it's third down now.
7 yards to go still. Difficult to see the scoreboard across the way in the afternoon glare, but we can make it out all right.
Okay, in the gun again. 2 men in the backfield. 1 man in motion. Now reverses direction. Collins hands it off to Archuleta. Archuleta at the 5, powers his way down to the goal line, and he is short. He ends up at the 1-yard line. Nice defense there to bring him down. They're going to actually put him down at the 2. So it's going to be down to the 2-yard line, I believe. It's either the 1 or the 2. I think it's the 2. Okay, so it is first and goal now for the Bearcats. Archuleta, who fumbled the ball into the end zone, the Douglas Bearcats' first possession, and Lander recovered. Collins hands it off to Archuleta. This time he's into the end zone without fumbling. Touchdown.
And the extra point is good, so that'll make it Douglas Bearcats 7, Lander Valley Tigers 0 here early in the second period of play.
And that was a nice drive by Douglas. They had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plays, and the TD by Archuleta.
Yeah, it was a nice drive, and though at the end of their first drive of the game that resulted in that fumble and turnover, they did well to maintain composure, the Bearcats, play good defense on the resulting Lander Valley drive, get the ball back and do it all over again, resulting in a score and an early lead here.
So the Bearcats will kick off to Lander. The Tigers break the huddle on the far side. Going deep for the Tigers. Is Finn McFadden. We also have Burton down there. And also for the Tigers, Bodie Moffitt. Douglas will be kicking off from the 40-yard line. Ten minutes, 45 seconds to go here. First half of play, 7-0 Douglas. Freeberg setting up to make the kick. Waiting for the whistle. The kick, boy, that's a good one. Goes all the way down, picked up at the 5-yard line by McFadden. McFadden reverses direction but falls forward to the 16-yard line, and that's where Lander will have it. I tell you what, he almost hit that ball with his hand, but fortunately he caught it. If he had hit it, it would have rolled into the end zone, and that could have been trouble for the Tigers. So Lander Valley takes over at their own 16-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, it was a long kick there from Douglas, traveling further than I think even McFadden, the returner, was expecting.
Tell you what, on the touchdown, there was a bevy of emergency vehicles over here behind that end zone. They all started their sirens and lights. Okay, Tigers have it. And there is an offside call. Was he drawed off? I know it was on the left side of that line, and it goes against Douglas. First penalty of the game goes against the Bearcats, and it'll be offside. And that will give the ball up to the 21-yard line on the penalty. First down, 5 yards to go. Hollingshead with two runners. Braden Baker gets the call. He powers his way up for about 3 yards on the play, right up the middle of the field. So Braden Baker gets that carry, and he goes to the 24-yard line. So nice 3-yard gain by Braden Baker, and it brings up a second down and about a short 7. Okay, Hollingshead brings him out of the huddle. He's got Larvey and Baker in the backfield with him. In the gun. Keeper, oh, that's Parker Burton, and he pitches it to Braden Baker, who has the first down. That was Parker Burton who came in as the quarterback, and he pitched it over to Baker, and Baker drives it up for a first down for the Tigers all the way to the 31-yard line. So a nice gain of 7 yards on that nice little pitch by Parker Burton.
Yeah, once again impressed by Parker Burton. He plays so many various roles for the Tigers.
There's the snap back, and the handoff goes straight up ahead to Braden Baker. And Baker is stopped after about a 3-yard gain. They're going to mark him down at the 33, so that's a 2-yard gain. 2 yards for Braden Baker, and it'll be second down and 8 for the Tigers. 9:21 to go until halftime. It's 7-0 Douglas on our Ranger Printer scoreboard. Tigers taking a lot of time in that huddle.
Yeah, it's 2 plays in a row now. Parker Burton serving as Tigers quarterback, and it looks like he'll be back in the role again here.
Yeah, that's right. He's in the gun. There's the snap, handoff to Braden Baker. Braden has a little bit of running room. He's at the 45, the 40, the 45. He's down to the 40-yard line in Douglas territory. Big gainer for the Tigers. And it'll be a first down all the way down to the 40-yard line. And let's see, that is 18 and 20, 38-yard gain on the play. So that's a great run. And you know what? I thought he jumped a little bit early. It looked like he had jumped just a second early before that snap, but there was no flag on the play. I think the Tigers got away with one there.
I didn't catch that, Ernie, but good eye and good fortune for the Tigers.
Well, I had the glasses on it, and it looked like he took a half step just before the handoff. Same play. Larvey has the ball now, and he gets about 4 yards straight up ahead. Nice play by the Tigers. Caleb Larvey, and he's going to go down inside the 40. They're going to mark him at the 37-yard line. So gain of 3 on the play by Caleb Larvey. Football in the middle of the field here. We've got 7:50 to go in the first half. 7-0 Douglas.
Yes, and it's a good response here so far from the Tigers to going down 7-0. This drive is looking promising.
Burton in the gun for the Tigers. There's the handoff to Larvey. He's caught right away and down. He might have no gain on that play. Actually, they're going to give him a loss on the play to the 38-yard line. So a loss of 1 on the play for Caleb Larvey. And that front line of the Douglas Bearcats, they shot right in there. They were in the backfield when Larvey got that handoff.
Yeah, and now suddenly, just like that, it goes from promising to a little ominous for the Tigers. Now it's 3rd and 8, another important play here for Lander Valley.
One man in the backfield with Burton, who rolls to his right. Now he takes off. The ball's knocked away, picked up by Douglas, and Douglas will have the ball. A heck of a hit on Parker Burton. I think he wanted to pitch the ball, but it got away, and a fumble for the Lander Tigers. And now the Douglas Bearcats will have the ball, and they're going to have it right at the, where are they marking it down? The officials have marked it at the 47-yard line. So that's where Douglas will start at the 47. It would be an 11-yard loss by the Lander Tigers. He was hit right as he was getting ready to pitch that ball, and it squirted straight up in the air.
Yeah, tough one there for Parker Burton. Just a lot of force coming at him, and it seemed like you said, Ernie, he was sort of midway through releasing the pitch when he was hit, which caused that ball to just pop up loose.
Collins with an offset eye. Receivers on each side. Now a man in motion. And the handoff goes to that man in motion, which is Kebhart. That was number. And there is a flag in the backfield. That could be a hold against Douglas. If it is, it'll be the second penalty of the game against Douglas. And it is a holding against the Bearcats. So that will negate that run and push them back 10 yards on the penalty, back to the 37-yard line on that penalty. So this makes it 1st and 20 now on the field. Hash mark will be on the near side. 6:45 to go here, first half, 7-0 Douglas. Bearcats come up with twin receivers on the left, single receiver on the right. Offset eye in the backfield. Collins gets the ball, rolls to his left, stops, plants, tries to tries to pass, but he is sacked. He is sacked well behind the line of scrimmage. Great job there, and coming up and making that stop for the Tigers is Caleb Hamilton. Caleb Hamilton, and the loss is all the way back to the 32-yard line. That's a big loss for Douglas. So it's second down now and about 25 yards to go. And that time he braced himself and got ready to throw, then pulled it back in. And by that time, the Tigers were on him.
Yeah, and now the Tigers defense trying to remain focused here. They've done really well over the past couple of plays, and they'll like to continue that here. And here it comes. It's over the top. Douglas running toward the far sideline, and a couple of yards, not quite a first down, brought down.
And a flag on the play. And that was a nice little setup for a screen pass, and it went to Archuleta. And the flag is in the backfield. And let's see, I think we got another penalty here against Douglas. Holding against the Bearcats. This is 2 penalties in a row, and the third in about 5 plays. So the march is going to go all the way back to the 25-yard line. Wow, big loss on the play, but it's second down and forever.
Yeah, a big whopping 31 yards to go, and Douglas in a tough position here, mostly their own doing, as you said there, Ernie, a series of penalties.
Twin receivers off to each side. One man in the slot is Archuleta. Collins hands it off to Archuleta, who moves to his right side. He's caught right away, breaks a tackle, but he only gets about 7 or 8 yards. Good defensive that time by Caleb Hamilton. So the gain is going to be across the 30 to the 33-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard gain for Archuleta, and it'll be third down. Third down, 24 yards to go. Here's a big play for the Tigers. If they can force a punt here, they could get excellent field position. Douglas up to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers on each side. One man in the backfield is Archuleta. Collins in the gun. There's a quick pass, and it is caught, but not enough for the first down, and that is Calbert. The Cash Calbert with the ball up to the 50-yard line. That'll be a nice gain on the play, but it'll be fourth down, and Douglas is going to go for it. They've got the hurry-up offense, and we have a timeout called by Lander. Well, that time the Tigers almost got caught as Douglas came right back up the line of scrimmage, and quickly Coach Jim Burton calls timeout. Timeout on the field, football at the 50-yard line, fourth down and 7 yards to go, 4:13 to go in the second period.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Fourth down, 8 yards to go. Colin Roberts, the quarterback. I've been calling him Collins all night. That's one of his names. It's Colin Roberts. He's way back in the gun. Oh, and they're going to pooch kick it. And it's going to bounce at the 20-yard line. And it gets a Lander bounce and is immediately down by Douglas. And they're going to put it down at the 14-yard line. So it's a pooch kick. So Lander Valley holds again. And they get the ball now at the 14-yard line, and let's see what the offense can do this time.
The Douglas did fairly well there to get themselves out of trouble at one point, 35 yards to go to the first down, and they've managed to give the ball to Lander, but not in a great field position. Tigers with a long way to go here.
Yeah, if they had made him stop at fourth down at the 30-yard line, they would have had a lot better field position here. So the Tigers come out of the huddle. Back again. Paxton Hollingshead returns as the quarterback. There's a handoff to Caleb Larvey. He goes straight ahead, and he's going to get 2 or 3 yards on the play across the 15 down to about the 17-yard line. So that'll be 3 yards on the play by Caleb Larvey. Clock moving, 3:48 to go in the first half of play. Lander could sure use a score here for their momentum. Russ, a couple of first downs. Let's get those first, okay?
Yeah.
2 receivers split out wide to the left side. In the gun is Hollingshead. 2 receivers alongside of him. And the handoff goes to Braden Baker. To Caleb Larvey, I'm sorry. And Caleb makes it up across the 25-yard line. It'll be first down for the Tigers. 8 yards on the gain and a first down as Caleb Larvey took that ball with 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
Nice display of speed and power from Larvey just to take that on and blast up through the middle and give his team a timely first down. That's their second first down of the second period.
Two receivers split out wide to the right side. Hollingshead looks to pass that way. Passes, it's caught at the 24, 25-yard line. And that was Landon Jones on the reception for the Tigers. And it's going to be a nice gain for the Tigers, and it'll be second down. And, the official put the ball down. I don't know what they're waiting for. Wait. Oh, we have a penalty against Douglas, another 5-yard penalty against Douglas for delay of game. And that moves the ball up to the 39-yard line on the penalty, and it's another first down for the Lander Tigers. Okay, first down, 10 yards to go. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Handoff, here's the pass on the near side to Finn McFadden, and Finn makes it back to the line of scrimmage, I think. There was good pursuit on that time by the Bearcats, and chasing McFadden down was Payson Hollingsworth.
Yeah, there were two receivers on the near side for the Tigers there, Jones and McFadden, and Hollingshead elected to go with McFadden, who did well to make the catch but couldn't progress up the field.
2:15 to go. It'll be second down, 9 yards to go for the Tigers. No one in the backfield. Here's the pass. Goes to, is that McFadden again?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, McFadden. First down for the Tigers. Across the 50-yard line down to the 48 of Douglas. Good play selection here on the play, and that would be a 12-yard gain for the pass play.
You know, we're seeing a lot more passing tonight from Hollingshead and Lander Valley. It's good signs. A lot of completions already. That is Hollingshead's 6th of the game.
Minute 45 to go here. Hash mark on the near side. Tigers trail 7-0. Here's Hollingshead. Rolls back, takes 3 steps deep, a long pass downfield, caught by McFadden. He's at the 15, he's at the 10-yard line. Big play by McFadden. Big first down for the Tigers, and boy, did they need that. That's a 30-yard pass play from Hollingshead to McFadden. Minute 27 to go. Tigers have it at the 11-yard line. They can get a first down, and now Douglas calls timeout, and we'll be right back right after this.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Ernie over, Austin Beckdoss back with you at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, Wyoming, where the Tigers trail 7-0, but they've got the ball 1st and 10 at the Douglas 11-yard line. Hash mark on the far side. Under center now is Hollingshead. Full house look in the backfield. Handoff goes to Braden Baker. Baker breaks one tackle but comes about 2 yards up the field, and they'll mark him down at the 9. And the minute and 11 to go now. Okay, here's the second play. And it goes to Cody West, and he's wrangled right up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for West. And he leaves out the game now. Tigers have one timeout left in this period. They come up to the line of scrimmage under a minute now. Tigers have the ball at the 9-yard line. Hollingshead in the gun. Back to pass. There's the pass into the end zone, broken up. Nice breakup that time by the Bearcats. And that was number 30 who did that. So that was Brennan Sullivan who made that breakup. And the Tigers are going to try a field goal. Here's Caleb Andrews. Caleb Andrews on to attempt the field goal. It's down at the 17-yard line. It'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt by Andrews. The snap, the kick, it's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good. The Tigers are on the board with 33 seconds to go. 27-yard field goal by Caleb Andrews, and that comes at just 33 seconds left in that first half. So the Tigers are on the board.
Yeah, the Tigers made the most of that situation there. They had to get something on the board after that glorious long throw from Hollingshead to McFadden, and they sure did. And now they're on the board, 7-3, with the Douglas Bearcats leading. Just 33 seconds to go until halftime here in Douglas.
And we will keep it right here as we're getting ready to have the Lander kickoff. So the Tigers have to be careful right now. They just scored. They don't want to give up a big play to the Douglas Bearcats, who are very capable of a big play.
Yeah, and the Tigers will be kicking off to Douglas once again after halftime. So they just need to get to halftime here. The Tigers enjoy their 3 points on the board, regroup, and come back with the score no different than it is now after halftime.
Andrews tees up the ball at the 40-yard line. Just 33 seconds to go here, 33.9 actually. Andrews takes his step back. Now 3 steps to the side. There's the whistle. And the kick into the wind is going to go down to the goal line it'll be a touchback. So that's a good thing for the Tigers. Douglas will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice long kick there from Andrews.
So Douglas comes out now with just 33 seconds to go. They've got the ball at their own 20. Let's see what Coach Hodges has cooked up. 1 receiver in the slot, 2 receivers on the near side. There's going to be the handoff in the backfield. Archuleta, nowhere. He is fumble on the play. Do we have a fumble?
It appears so, Ernie.
Yes, coming up off the bottom of that stack for the Tigers is Charles Watt. Charles Watt with it, and the Tigers get it right back, a fumble on that first play. So Lander Valley has it now with 27 seconds to go. Great defensive move there by the Tigers as they just stripped Archuleta of the football.
Incredible defense from the Tigers to give themselves an unexpected opportunity here before halftime. Still 27 seconds to work with. That's plenty of time to do something here.
Okay, it's at the 19-yard line. Substitutions coming in. And Lander will have it. Now they move the ball back to the 21-yard line. What's going on out there? Okay, now it's at the 20-yard line. No, they've given the ball back to Douglas. It was not a fumble. They overturned that call. And Douglas just takes a knee, and we're going to go into halftime. It's Douglas 7, and I wonder what that was all about, because Lander had the ball.
He did, and they seem to be making some substitutions to bring their offense in.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Douglas has it again. Well, no matter. No harm, no foul here, I guess, at the end of the first 2 periods of play. It's Douglas 7, Lander 3, and we'll be back with our U.S. Marines halftime show right after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all, for every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And we are back. Austin Beckdoss and Ernie over here at halftime from the Bearcats Stadium in Douglas. And we are currently witnessing a tradition. The home team here is having their cross-country runners carry a torch up the hill on the far side of the stadium, where a large D has been drawn into the hill. There they go. They are charging right up the side of the hill there.
Yep, they're going up the side of the hill where the big D is, right above the stadium, and they have a group also on the track running. With not really a torch, but it looks like a light. But they're going to the theme song here, Chariots of Fire.
Yes.
So nice halftime attitude or ceremony. And we're waiting to hear from the Douglas High School Marching Band. They got 32 kids out there in really nice-looking uniforms. So the kids on the hill have reached the D. I don't know what they're going to do when they're up there, but anyone's guess. But the other torch is coming around the side here, just about in front of the home stands. And then the band will go out. They just had the crowning of their king and queen for their homecoming event. A couple of fine-looking folks there. And here comes the torch right in front of the home grandstand. And, well, it's a flashlight torch. It's not really a flame. What have we got for some stats here at halftime this morning?
Yeah, so it is halftime, and Douglas is leading 7-3 in the game. A couple key stats here as we look ahead to the second half in this great game so far. Both teams have been competing well, and it's close enough to make the second half interesting. Once again, as for the first half, starting with the home team, Douglas, they have displayed some good balance, some strong defensive plays, and some excellent offense. The primary ball carrier has been Archuleta, number 42. That's something that we could have expected, Ernie, given Archuleta's very effective season so far. One of the on-the-ground players across the 3A conference with the most rushing yards of anyone. So that trend has continued tonight, though he's been held to a relatively humble 31 rushing yards so far in this game. And it's the quarterback, Colin Roberts, who's also been heavily involved with a couple nice throws. His primary outlets include number 8, Meyer, and number 9, Tillard. We did see, I believe it was it Tillard who dropped the ball on that initial drive for Douglas?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Yeah, so it was Tillard who, as we cut just a moment, pause on the stats, we're going to cut back up to the D where it has been illuminated on the hillside there to the applause of the home fans in the stadium. There it is, light up D.
There it is, light up D. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the first half goings on. We saw Tillard on Douglas's first drive of the game almost score for his team, but fumble as he crossed over the goal line. But then on the next opportunity, just a few minutes later, he did manage to make up for that and score Douglas's first touchdown of the game and give his team the lead. And then it was Lander Valley roaring back to get themselves on the scoreboard late in the first half with a field goal with just less than a minute remaining on the clock. And it was some impressive throwing, actually, from Paxton Hollingshead, the quarterback, to get Lander Valley in position to take that all-important field goal. The highlight for Hollingshead was a 30-yard pass to Finn McFadden. That was one of the better throws that we've seen Hollingshead complete this season. And tonight overall so far has been a really good game for him. You could say a step up in his effectiveness in his throwing game. He's got 6 completions, that 30-yard completion being the most significant of them, but totaling 52 passing yards in the first half. That's a good number for Hollingshead.
And, the Tigers only had the one turnover. It was the fumble by Parker Burton. He was getting ready to toss the ball. It was going to be a short toss behind him, and he got whacked really hard, and the ball flew up in the air, and Douglas recovered. But the Tiger defense stiffened, and the Bearcats didn't get anything from that.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, the Tigers have been pretty flawless in the first half. They only have the one turnover. That was the fumble that Ernie mentioned there. And then they have 0 penalties so far. So that's an impressive improvement on some of their earlier performances this season where penalties brought them down quite a bit. Meanwhile, Douglas struggling a little bit in that department with 4 penalties.
And we do have a score from Cody Beers up in doing the Riverton Buffalo game. At halftime, it's Riverton 0 and Buffalo 12. And here, it's Douglas 7 and Lander 3. We'll be back with more of our U.S. Marines halftime show right after this.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Okay, in the Douglas High School marching band, there's about 40 of them out there. I think I counted 36 once and 38 the second time, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. There's 40 members of the Douglas High School marching band here at homecoming at Douglas High School, and the Lander Valley Tigers trailing Douglas 7-3 here at halftime. And you know, the Tigers, with the exception of that one fumble, really look sharp today.
Yeah, it's been a good performance overall from the Tigers, and you'd have to say that the one thing that they will seek to improve going into the second half is just their offensive threat overall. They did manage to get that long completion to Finn McFadden from Hollingshead at the end of the first half. That showed a lot of promise, but they have been consistent at moving the ball up the field, but just a little bit too slow. Some bigger carries, some longer plays would really get that momentum going, and it feels like Lander's going to need to not only be strong on defense, but a little bit improved in the offensive department in order to try to get a result in this game.
Lander, unofficially here, according to my numbers, has 8 first downs. Is that what you have on the first downs?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 first downs. And tell you what, that's the most the Tigers have had in any half this season. They've really been moving the ball well. And you know what set that pass up, Austin, was the Tigers were running the ball consistently there for a number of plays, alternating between Braden Baker and Caleb Larvey. Mm-hmm. And then they brought in Parker Burton as a quarterback for a couple of series there.
Yep.
And all that running left the passing play wide open, and Hollingshead was able to connect with Finn McFadden on that real long. That was a beauty of a pass.
It was absolutely beautiful, and it's been nice to see a little bit more just variation from the Tigers tonight. It has felt at times this season like they are pretty predictable in moments, giving the ball to the likes of Larvey and Baker and just sort of trying to charge it, power it up through the middle of the field. But that hasn't been the case tonight. They've had a lot of good tools and surprises in their toolbox, some neat plays from Coach Burton that we haven't seen yet this season, mixing it up, putting in Parker Burton at quarterback there for a little while, and that sort of thing I think just makes it harder for a team like Douglas to stay on their toes and plan ahead for their defensive duties. And it's paid off so far for the Tigers.
And the Tiger front offensive line, Jackson Condor, Caleb Hamilton, Trey Pickard, and Gavin Romer, have been doing a real nice job opening up those holes for both Larvie and Baker.
Yeah, and of course it is homecoming here tonight, so that
little longer, halftime, yeah.
Yes, the halftime show here is really going on, and it's quite an impressive bit of pageantry down there, but it is not short, you could say that.
You know, we talked about Tillard having the ball earlier in this game. Well, when we first got to the stadium, we met his grandfather and delivered a bunch of programs to him for tonight's game. And he said, watch out, as you said earlier, watch out for my son, number 9. And he did real well early in that first half. He caught a couple of balls.
Yeah, he did. An important contributor for the Bearcats, especially on offense. Tillard, as the production from the band just continues on down there on the field.
And we had a Douglas fan stop in and visit with us here at halftime, and apparently her brother is watching our feed in Topeka, Kansas, or someplace in Kansas. Was it Topeka?
That sounds right. Yeah, so
I think it was Topeka. Yeah.
If that rings a bell and that's you, we didn't catch the name of that fan yet, but yes, hello and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's nice to know we have a multi-state audience here tonight. It is the U.S. Marines halftime show. We've got about 3 minutes to go before the teams come back out on the field, and we're going to send it back for another couple of commercials.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber.
Great big inflatable helmet they run through, just like the helmet they have on their heads, but great big inflatable helmet over there, and they run through that. So we'll be back with our second half kickoff. Lander will kick off to the Douglas Bearcats after this.
Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Ernie Over and Austin Beckdoss back with you at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, where it's halftime and the Lander Tigers are trailing by 4 points. It's Douglas 7 and Lander 3 on our Ranger Printers scoreboard here at Bearcat Stadium. It's homecoming night tonight here in Douglas. A full house on this side of the field on the homestand bleachers, and quite a few folks from Lander made the trip on the bleachers on the far side that are built into the side of the hill. It's kind of like the University of Wyoming sandstone that they've got on the university buildings. They have the same thing over here. Okay, the Douglas Bearcats come out, and they're getting ready to receive the kick from Lander. And going back to receive the kick, Payson, Hollingshead, and back there is Owen Meyer. So we have Owen Meyer and Hollingsworth back to receive the kick from Caleb Andrews. Caleb's got the ball teed up now at the 40-yard line, and we are ready to go. Teams are in position. There's the signal. Andrews approaches, and it's a high end-over-end kick that's going to come down, and it comes down to Meyer out about the 7-yard line. He clips to his left. He's up to 20, 25, 30, 35, and finally brought down about the 43-yard line. Boy, the Tigers' pursuit wasn't that good that time, and he was able to scrooge up the right side of the field, and he picks up about 35 yards on that return. So it's first down, 10 yards to go at the 44-yard line for Douglas in their own territory.
Yeah, that's the second 35-yard kick return for the Bearcats. The first was Van Dorn. This time it was Meyer, but showing some strong ability on kick returns overall, Douglas.
And the quarterback is Colin Roberts. Roberts in the gun. There's the handoff to Archuleta on the left-hand side. He powers his way up to midfield. Nice drive of 6 yards for Archuleta, and he's right at midfield. And coming in, it was Caleb Larvey on that tackle for the Lander Tigers from his defensive position. So it's second down now and about 4 yards to go. Roberts brings his team out. They're in a power I. Receivers on each side. Now the runners shift in the backfield. There's the pitch. Goes to Archuleta, and he fires his way downfield short of the first down, but he picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the play for Archuleta. Nice run by that running back. And they're going to mark it in the Lander 48-yard line. So 2-yard gain on the play by Archuleta. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Big play here for the Lander defense, Austin.
That's right, yeah. A stop would be the ideal scenario for the Tigers as darkness falls here in Douglas. The lights are fully on now in the stadium.
All right, the backfield runners shift. There's the keeper by the quarterback. He breaks one tackle, breaks another across the 40. Down close to the 35-yard line goes Colin Roberts. That's the second time he's used that quarterback sneak. It's a 1st down for Douglas, and it's at the 37-yard line. Nice gain of 11 yards that time. We're in the 3rd period, 7-3. Douglas is the scorer, 10:18 to go here in the 3rd period. Roberts brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. He remains in the gun with 2 runners in the backfield. He fakes it. Rolls to his left. There's a pass downfield that is incomplete. Yeah, it was intended on the far side there to Owen Meyer, but the pass was incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. That was a pretty low pass.
It was low, but had Meyer made the catch, he did have a lot of room, not any Tigers nearby, and another good break for the Tigers. That pass could have been a problem.
And they're kind of in the dark area of the field over there right now. They've got a nice set of lights here, but that one area over by the 20 and 30 is a little bit darker than the rest of the field. Okay, Roberts up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, 1 man in the slot this time in motion. There's the handoff, goes right back to Roberts again. He's caught behind the line this time. It'll be a loss on the play. So they're going to mark him. Actually, they're going to mark him no gain. So no gain on the play for Roberts. Nice generous spot there by the Casper officials. 9:38 to go, the 3rd quarter of play. Okay, here's a big 3rd down now for the Tigers. 3rd down, they need 10 yards to go.
Got to stay focused here on defense, Lander Valley.
Roberts in the gun, low snap, he takes it, rolls off to his left, and great tackle that time on a little swing pass off to the right side. Cody West was right there and stopped the play, and it's going to be a loss of a yard back to the 38-yard line. So a loss of 1 on the play, and it's 4th down now for Douglas. Really good pursuit that time by Cody West. Finn McFadden going back near the goal line to receive the punt. Here's the kick, high kick, and it bounces at the 10-yard line, and it's down right there. So Lander will take over at the 10-yard line. A nice punt that time by Jarrett Jones. And it bounced up in the air, and Lander will take over 1st and 10 at the 10. Okay.
Yep, the Tigers starting the 2nd half with a strong defensive sequence to keep the Bearcats at 7 for now. And now the Tigers have their first opportunity to drive forward, but their field position is very deep.
Okay, Tigers 1st and 10 at their own 10. Hash mark on the near side of the field. In the gun is Paxton Hollingshead. There's the snap, and the handoff goes to the 2nd man through, and that is that Caleb? Yeah, that was Caleb. No gain on the play. Maybe a large loss. They're going to mark him down at the 9-yard line. That was a heck of a pursuit that time by the Douglas defense. They were in the backfield almost at the same time with the handoff.
Yeah, they read that well, and the loss of 1 yard as a result for Caleb Larvey.
2nd down, 11 yards to go, 8:11, clock moving. Douglas leading 7-3 on our Ranger Printer scoreboard. Hollingshead again in the gun. There's the handoff, goes to Larvey again. Larvey makes a few yards. He gets back across the original line and 2 or 3 more. They're going to mark him up at the 12-yard line. So it would be a 3-yard gain, and it's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. A long 7, I should say. Tigers substituting freely here. 7:30 to go here in the 3rd period. Just a 4-point lead by Douglas. In the field position game, Lander would really need a 1st down here to keep Douglas from getting real good field position on a punt.
Yeah, a little precarious here for the Tigers.
Okay, there's the handoff to Braden Baker straight up. And he just gets a couple of yards. And it'll be 4th down. Tigers are going to have to punt. So the Tigers, they made to the 14, so it's a gain of 2 yards on the play by Braden Baker. And Braden Baker goes back in deep punt formation now. He's standing right on the goal line. And deep back for the Douglas Bearcats, we have Owen Meyer. There's the kick, high kick. And it comes down and it's fumbled at the 48-yard line, picked up right there by Meyer, and he's tackled immediately, but inside the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. So good field position here for the Douglas Bearcats. And, they can just start wearing the Tigers down with a running game, but they have been trying the passing game here so far in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so far in this quarter, Tigers doing well on defense, but on their one opportunity to drive there, they couldn't get much going on offense. They'll need to balance that out here because the Bearcats are going to be relentless.
Colin Roberts in the gun with 1 man, twin receivers on each side, now man in motion. And there's almost a fumble on the play. The play's broken up, and that was Cash Tiller. No, that was Owen Meyer. And the handoff never got going because the Tiller ran into the quarterback, Roberts. Big loss on the play. Back to the 47-yard line. Loss of 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, more good defensive work from Lander. And that was Cody West once again with a important clutch tackle.
Cody's first full game here today. He played a few downs against Torrington last week, coming back from that injury. Okay. Football smack dab in the middle of the field. Roberts gets the ball, rolls to his right, throws downfield. It's caught. And catching the ball, Jarrett Jones. And Jones picks up a good chunk of that yardage right back, and he will move the ball forward to the 40-yard line. We have a flag on the far side. Hold the phone. Douglas is walking back. So we might have another penalty here against the Bearcats. Illegal formation. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Wow. That brings it back from the end of the play across the 50 to the 48-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down now. Almost 20 yards to go for the Bearcats. Good opportunity for the Lander defense here. Roberts has 1 man in the backfield. He rolls back, straight back, throws a little screen pass, and that was intended for one of the running backs, but it's not good. So it'll be incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down now.
Yeah, 3rd down and 19 yards to go. Lander Valley defense holding very strong here. If they can do it for one more play, they'll be getting the ball back shortly.
5.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd period of play. 3rd down, 19 for Douglas. In the gun is Roberts, the quarterback. 1 receiver back there. He takes a 4-step drop, launches a long pass, and it is knocked away. Incomplete. Great defense that time by the Tigers. And let's see, down there was Bodie Moffitt. Also was Caleb Andrews. Great defensive play that time by the Tigers. And the Tigers had the Bearcats outnumbered down there on defense. So they'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, as soon as that ball left Roberts' hands, it looked promising for the Tigers given their coverage. Yep, and now they'll get the ball back after this punt from the Bearcats.
The snap and the kick, it's a high kick, and it's going to come down. Fair catch called by, is that, yeah, that's coach's son, Burton. Parker Burton makes the catch. So Lander Valley will have the ball right at the 25-yard line. Really good field position now for the Tigers to start this position. And I tell you what, Burton, he was surrounded by Douglas Bearcats when he made that catch and did a good job to hang on to it.
Yeah, Burton plays a nice role on the kick returns and the punt returns as well for the Tigers. The first choice is McFadden, but when it comes to Burton, he always does well as the backup option.
Paxton Hollingshead throws back on the near side, caught and dropped. Caught by the Tigers, and that was Moffitt who caught the ball, but it hit him right in the hands, and it popped right back out. 5:16 to go, third period. Douglas 7, Lander 3 on our Ranger Printers scoreboard. Players come out now. Here we go, second down. In the gun. There's the handoff, a little bit of running room. We've got Parker, not Parker, it's
Larvey.
Yeah. Oh, my mind just went blank on me. Braden Baker. Braden Baker with the carry, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Nice run. It goes all the way across the 35 to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the gain by Baker. Tigers have it, first down, 10 yards to go. 5 minutes to go here, third period of play. Lander trails by 4. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Hollingshead has them in the gun. 2 receivers split out wide to the right side. Now McFadden goes in motion to the right. There's the snap, goes to the first man through, and I think that was Baker, and he gets nowhere. No, that was Cody West. I beg your pardon. Cody West with the carry, and he lost a yard down to the 36. Tell you what, Douglas seems to sniff out those Lander runs on the early downs, and they were in the backfield there just as West got the ball. No chance to advance it. Okay, second down, 11 yards to go. Cody West in the backfield. McFadden in motion. He gets the handoff. He cuts around the right side. Has a little bit of running room, and he's close to the first down. He goes across the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him a yard short. And McFadden's gain on the carry is to the 46-yard line. So that was a gain of 10, and it's third down and 1. Got all the yardage back from that loss at 3.5 minutes to go here now. Third period of play. Big play for the Tigers. Hash mark far side under the center. There's the handoff to the first man through. First down and more for the Tigers. He's still going. He's still on his feet. It's down at the 40-yard line inside Douglas territory. Oh, what a great run that was. And that was, that was Caleb Larvey. Great run. I tell you what, we haven't seen the Tigers do that in a long time. They had him tackled, but he just didn't stop. And he kept going and going and going, and he picked up an additional 6 yards. He's down to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he got over the first down threshold, and I think we both thought, oh, that's probably where he's going to stop. But then, yeah, just kept pressing through the crowd.
Tigers at the 41 of Douglas. 2 receivers split out wide on the near side, 1 on the left. In the gun again is Hollingshead. Takes a 3-step drop. Now he decides to run with the ball. He's got 3 or 4 yards before he's finally tackled on the right side. And one of his players got in the way of him, or he might have had a few more yards. We're going to give him 3 yards. It's going to go down to the 38-yard line from the 41 to the 38. Second down, 7 yards to go now for Lander.
Yeah, and this is more like it from the Tigers driving well here, getting a sequence of first downs, getting into increasingly better field position, and working out a way to chip away at Douglas's lead.
In the gun again, receivers split out wide on each side. Now Parker Burton in motion, stops at the slot, handoff to Braden Baker, and that was a missed handoff almost. And he got a yard or two. That was almost a fumble. It goes down to the 37-yard line. Only a gain of a yard on the play. So it's third down, 6 yards to go now for the Tigers. Big third down play. Clock moving at 1.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Still 7-3, Douglas. Tigers break the huddle. Two men in the backfield, one man in the slot is in motion. That's Finn McFadden. There's the handoff to Larvey. Larvey's got a little bit of yardage. He keeps going, and he's just short of the first down. He goes across the 35, and they're going to mark him down about the 39-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down for the Tigers, and they still need 4. He picked up 3 yards that time. Well, Larvey didn't get the push that time that Baker did last time. So it's fourth down. Let's see what the Tigers do. Fourth down. They need 4 yards for the first down. They're going to go for it.
Tigers going for it here.
Paxton Hollingshead under center. Full house look in the backfield. It goes to Baker, and he does not make the first down. He stopped a yard short.
Ooh.
Good penetration by Douglas, and Douglas is going to take over on downs. He's a yard short of the first down. He made it all the way down to the 27-yard line, but he had to go 1 more yard. So it's first down and 10 yards to go now for Douglas at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, close but not quite there for the Tigers. That's a tough break, coming so close to another first down, and now they're back on defensive duty, which they've done so well in the second half, but it will be taxing for them to continue to have to hold off Douglas.
30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Douglas leading by 4, 7-3. In the gun, all by himself in the backfield, is Roberts. Roberts takes off on the left side. Got a little bit of yardage. He's got a first down more. He's across midfield. And he's knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. They're going to say he was knocked out at the Douglas 45. So it will be first down for Douglas. 22 seconds to go here in the third period of play. Nice run by the quarterback Roberts, as we've seen him do that. That's about his third really nice run of the game. Colin Roberts is a junior quarterback. Trips out to the right side, single receiver on the left. One man in the backfield. Roberts rolls out, play action. Pass downfield, almost intercepted by the Tigers, knocked away by Parker Burton. Also down there, knocking the ball away for the Tigers was Landon Jones. So it will be, third down now?
Second and 10, I believe.
Second and 10 with 12 seconds to go here in the third period. Lander trails by 4, 13-7. 7-3. I was thinking of last week's game.
Right.
Okay, here they come up. Twin receivers on each side. In the gun is Roberts. He rolls 3 steps back. Big rush. And there's the pass incomplete. Huge rush on the play by the Tigers. Braden Baker was one of those who was rushing. And it will now be third down, and that's going to be the end of the third period of play. And the score remains Douglas 7 and Lander 3.
After a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can...
Well, they put 13 seconds on the clock, so Douglas has another opportunity. Roberts back to pass. Long pass downfield is caught. Caught by Jarrett Jones. First down inside Lander territory at the 39-yard line. Well, I'm not sure what happened there. There was only 12.7 seconds to go, and they had an incomplete pass, and all of a sudden it was 13.5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was not explained or conveyed well by the officials on the field, but either way, the Bearcats have a first down, and that will do it for the end of the third period.
All right, they will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Lander 39 when play resumes.
841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapaho Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Ernie over, Austin Bekdas. It's a 1st and 10 at the Lander 39. Attempted pass play. Roberts breaks free, breaks one tackle, breaks another, crosses the 30-yard line. He's going to be really close to another first down for the Douglas Bearcats. He's going to be about a football length short as they put it right down on the 30-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard gain. Well, that time the offensive line for Douglas just created a huge hole for him. And it looked like it started out being a busted play because he ran into someone in the backfield. He was going to roll out and pass, but instead he saw the opening and just took off running. Good reaction by Colin Roberts. Okay, they come back up to the line again. Twin receivers on one side, one on the far side. Fumble on the play. There's a scramble for it, and let's see who's got it. I think Douglas recovered it.
It looked like it. Players from both teams got down quick. Yes, recovered by the Bearcats.
Yeah, so it'll be back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play. And it is 3rd down now for the Bearcats. 3rd down, they need 4 yards to go to keep this drive going. We're in the 4th quarter now here at Bearcat Stadium in Douglas. Colin Roberts, the quarterback, goes under center. Handoff goes to Archuleta. Archuleta finds some room on the left-hand side across the 25, a first down to about the 23-yard line for Archuleta. Well, we haven't heard much of him here in the second half, but boy, he really took the ball and ran off left side that time. Hurry up offense now for Douglas. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Roberts in the gun. There's the handoff, goes right back to Archuleta again on the left-hand side. He breaks one tackle down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Football right at the 15-yard line, so that was an 8-yard gain. 2nd down, they need 2 yards to go. Here's the snap. Archuleta gets it again. He's stacked up at the 15-yard line. I don't think he's got the first down. No, they marked him right at the 15, so no gain on the play. Well, you know, you play a player one more time, and the defense has that figured out, and they plug the hole. That's what they did that time. Well, they wouldn't let him get to the outside.
It worked the first time, it worked the second, but not so much the third.
Okay, big play here. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Under center is Colin Roberts, the junior quarterback. And the handoff to Archuleta. He's got a hole. He's down inside the 10, first down. That was really nice work by the offensive line to open up that hole for him. And it's down first and goal for Douglas. And the ball's at the 9-yard line. That was a 7-yard gain. Roberts under center again. Man in motion. Handoff Archuleta. He takes the outside, and he's caught behind the line and brought down. Well, he tried to get around that left-hand side, and nothing doing. They brought him down, and the line of scrimmage is going to be the 7.
Yeah, it's 5 carries in a row for Archuleta, and it's been effective. The Bearcats now pressing and encroaching upon the end zone, looking for their second score of the game.
8.5 minutes to go. Douglas leads by 4. Touchdown here would be huge for Douglas. Here's Colin Roberts. Guess who gets the ball? Archuleta tries the left-hand side, dives for the end zone, touchdown. Well, touchdown for Archuleta, and that comes here in period number 4 with just 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, a bit of a mountain to climb now for the Tigers. That drive for Douglas was all Archuleta. He picked up the ball down after down, bringing his team steadily up the field, and then ultimately scoring. The extra point is good now to make the total score with 8 minutes to go. Bearcats 14, Lander Valley Tigers 3.
Here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
And we're back.
Ernie Over and Austin Beckdos with you from Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, Wyoming, where the Bearcats have just scored to make it a 14-3 advantage. 11-point lead now with just 8 minutes to go in the game. That was a big score for Douglas. And here comes Jones with the kick. It's a high end-over-ender. Bounces, picked up at the 12-yard line by Finn McFadden. He breaks one tackle. He breaks another. He's on the left-hand side. He's at midfield. He's at the 40. He's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What a return by Finn McFadden. Wow.
That is just what the Tigers needed. Finn McFadden, just as his team was kind of dealing with the pressure of having conceded another score, he put the team on his back there in a huge return to get the Tigers in great field position.
Yeah, it's down. He ran all the way down to the 35-yard line before he was finally knocked out of bounds. About 57 yards on the return by Finn McFadden. Okay, Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. They're on the hash mark, far side. Moffitt split out wide to the left side. One man in motion is Parker Burton. There's the snap, back to pass. No, he's going to keep the ball. And he is caught right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that was Hollingshead. So they're going to give him a 1-yard loss, actually, back to the 36. He wanted to pass, but that Douglas pass rush was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Hollingshead picked up his head. It seemed like he was maybe looking for Parker Burton, but Burton ran into some stout coverage, and Hollingshead not left with many good options.
So it's a loss of 1 back to the 36-yard line. Second down, 11 yards to go for Lander. Hollingshead in the gun. Burton in motion. Handoff goes to Caleb Larvey. Caleb breaks away from 1, breaks away from 2, 20, 15, 10-yard line, and a flag comes down right at the end of the play. Caleb Larvey with a great run, and let's see what the flag's all about.
Flag on the play.
And the officials are huddling over there. He squirted off the A-gap and just went right upfield.
Yeah, great work from Larvey there. What a response here from the Tigers. We'll see what this flag is all about, but it's looking promising on the drive from the Tigers as they are approaching the goal line. Still some number of yards away. We won't be able to tell until we hear the results from the officials here in a moment.
Well, just as Larvey went down, the flag flew up. So I don't know if we had some kind of a defensive penalty. We'll know here in a second. Here comes the referee out to the field to give us the call. And he's looking over at Jim Burton, the Lander coach. Horse collar against Douglas. That's kind of what I thought, because he went down very fast. So it's a penalty, and the ball's marked down to the 5-yard line on the penalty for the Tigers. First and goal, Lander at the 5-yard line.
Another flag here.
Yeah, we did. Had another flag come down. What's this all about? Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Douglas Bearcats. Somebody apparently said something, and now it's going to be half the distance to the goal for the Tigers. The officials come over and tell Coach Drew Hodge what the infraction was and who it was on. But the Lander was lining up, and all of a sudden the flag flew, so somebody did something, and the penalty is down to the 2-yard line. Lander, first and goal at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, someone on Douglas didn't like that horse collar call, and
there's the handoff, and it's Braden Baker, and he gets maybe a yard. Braden, yeah, he's down at the 1-yard line. So it's a 1-yard gain by Braden Baker, and it'll be second and goal from the 1-yard line for the Tigers. 6:40 to go in the game. Douglas 14, Lander 3. Tigers up to the line of scrimmage. Hollingshead under center. Handoff goes to Baker. Touchdown, Lander, I believe. Yes, touchdown, Tigers. 6:25 to go. And that was Caleb Larvey for the TD. Right off the left tackle. And that was at the 6:25 mark. So the Tigers get a score. They answer right back. And it's 14-9. Tigers looking to line up. They're going to go for 2. Tigers line up to go for 2. Hollingshead under center. He rolls to his right-hand side. All the way open. Touchdown. No, an extra point is good. And the Tigers score 2. That was a pass to Larvey. So Larvey caught it in the end zone, and the Tigers score 2, and they're down now only 3. So our scoreboard, Douglas 14, Lander 11, 6:25 to go.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule schedule your appointment.
Caleb Andrews to tee it up at the 40-yard line for the Lander Tigers, and they have come storming back, and they answered that touchdown with one of their own and a 2-point conversion. It's a 3-point game now, 14-11. Douglas with the lead, 6:25 to go here in the contest. Lander will be kicking off. Deep is Jared Jones and Owen Meyer. There's the kick. It's a bouncer, and it's picked up at the 41-yard line. Well, that's going to give Douglas good position. They were trying to squib the kick down the field and keep it away from Owens, and they did. Only Douglas player fell on it at the 41-yard line, so Douglas has good field position. They're at the 41-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. 6:23 to go in the game. Lander trails now by 3. It's 14-11 on our Ranger printer scoreboard. Douglas breaks the huddle. Colin Roberts brings him out. 2 receivers split wide out to the right side, 1 to the left. Offset eye in the backfield. There's the handoff, and it goes to Archuleta. And the fumble on the play. And let's see. Lander has the football. Fumble on the play. Lander recovers the football. And down there on the bottom of the stack, let's see who that is. Oh, I know who that is. That's big number 66, Calvin Romer. Or Gavin Romer, I'm sorry. So Lander gets the ball right back.
Wow.
And it's at the 41-yard line. So fumble by the Douglas Bearcats has opened the door for the Lander Tigers. 6:14 to go here in the game.
Sure has, Ernie, and the Tigers just one field goal away from tying it up here. And
1 touchdown from taking the lead.
Exactly right.
Okay, let's see what the Tigers do. 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion. There's the handoff, goes to Finn McFadden on the end around. Finn McFadden gets about 5 yards on the play before he's knocked out of bounds. They're going to knock him out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, I believe. No, they're going to make it the 37-yard line. Well, that is a interesting spot. Sure looked like it was 2 yards further up the field, but the officials put it down at the 37. So it's second down. Lander has the ball. They need 7 yards to go for the first down. Receivers on both sides. Burton in motion. There's the snap to Larvey. Larvey up the middle. He crosses the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It'll be about 3 yards away from the first down. Make it 4 as they mark it right at the 35-yard line. Okay, big third down play here for the Tigers. 5:45 to go. Tigers trail by 3. They've got the ball at the Douglas 35-yard line. This is the first time we've had turnovers even up in a game.
Yeah, 3 fumbles for the Bearcats and has really opened the door for an opportunity for Lander here, and they need to capitalize. Now's the time. 3rd down, 4 to go.
Okay, here's Hollingshead, rolls out. Long pass downfield is incomplete, intended for Finn McFadden. The pass was just a little bit too high, and it went down at the 25-yard line. It would have been a first down. Okay, now what do the Tigers do?
Yeah, McFadden stretched for that. It hit him in the hands, but he couldn't reel it in.
4th down, 5:13 to go. And let's see if the Tigers are going to go for it. This is as good as a punt, I would think. They need 4 yards for the first down. Tigers are going to go for it. They need 4 yards for the first down. Larvey is in the backfield with Hollingshead. Everyone else is split out. Hollingshead, there's the pass. Oh, right off the fingertips of McFadden. The pass was too low, and he went down to get it. Went right off his fingertips, and Douglas takes over with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. That was the perfect play, but the pass was too low.
Great play call and near perfect execution, but Hollingshead couldn't quite put it in the hands of McFadden. That's a tough one to take for the Tigers. A huge opportunity just slipped away there.
Okay, so it'll be first down and 10 Douglas. As we have seen all night long, they can move the ball. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. 2 receivers split out wide to the left side, 1 to the right. All alone in the backfield is Colin Patrick. There's the handoff. Goes straight up the middle. Fake the handoff. And the quarterback, Roberts, kept it. Roberts kept it. He gets a few yards on the play. They're going to mark him down at the 37, and Lander has a player down on the field. And that's Caleb Larvey. Larvey is down on the field, and the trainers come out right away to take a look at him. So in the meantime, we're going to break for this message and be right back.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Second down, 8 yards to go now as Larvey left the field under his own power. Might have had a cramp there. That's kind of what it looked like. Okay, second and about a long 7, 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Douglas leads by 3. And Roberts takes it off on the right-hand side. He's got some running room, and there's a flag down in the backfield. And Roberts is finally tackled at the 35-yard line, but this one's coming back. Yep, this one's coming back. There's a flag down to 39 in the backfield, and chances are it's a hold, huh? Yep, it's a hold. So that'll move the ball back 10 yards. Break for the Tigers here, as it'll go back to the 27-yard line. They mark it down at the 27. Holding against... Wait a minute. They just moved the flag. Was it holding against Lander? I thought it was hold. No, there they go. They're marching it off. From the point of the infraction, which was the 41, down to the 31-yard line. So it went backwards on the penalty. So it's back between the 31 and 32. It'll be second down for the Bearcats. 4:15 to go in the game. Douglas leads by 3 points. It's 14-11. Roberts, one man in the backfield. Roberts hands it off to Archuleta, who's caught right away and down. Maybe a yard on the play. Tigers' roamer was right there and bulldogged him down. That's the rodeo term, when you bulldog him down.
Yeah, Ernie, this defensive performance from the Tigers in the second half has just been excellent.
So a 2-yard game by Archuleta, and it's third down and 12. Third and 12 for the Bearcats. Clock is moving at 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Douglas leading 14-11. And they're taking every second they can up to the line of scrimmage. Hash mark on the far side. Archuleta in the backfield with Roberts. Roberts, play action pass, rolls to his left, throws downfield, caught for a first down at the 47-yard line. Nice pass. That goes to number 5. That's Denton Brown. That'll be a first down. And that was a low pass too, but he caught it. So Douglas has a first down and 10 yards to go at their own 48 with the clock under 3 minutes to go now. Tigers need a stop. They're within 3. Douglas taking a lot of time. All alone in the backfield now. No, Roberts sneaks up under center. Kind of a pistol look for the Bearcats. Here's the handoff to Archuleta. He breaks one tackle, but not the second one. Gets up to the 50-yard line. It'll be a couple of yards. He'll get 2 yards, and we're down to 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. So it is second down. They need about 7 yards to go. And timeout on the field. And we'll be right back right after this.
Place. A people. An idea. For right and freedom. For liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Okay, we're at 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. And it's second down, 7 yards to go for the Douglas Bearcats. They're at the Lander 49-yard line. Quarterback Colin Roberts, the junior, brings him out of the huddle. Receivers split wide on each side. 1 man in the slot, 2 men in the backfield. In the gun is Roberts. Man in motion. Roberts keeps it. He's being chased on the far side. He gets away, and he's got a first down. Oh, that was a real good carry by Roberts. I think they marked him down. No, they're going to mark him down way short of the first down. Timeout called by Lander. They marked him down at the 45. I thought he was all the way down at the marker. But that would be a 6-yard gain. So it's third down, and the clock is stopped at 2:03 to go on the Lander timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Tigers doing a really good job on defense so far in this game.
Yeah, especially in the second half. The Tiger defense has been so locked in, and now we're getting into that critical part of the game. Just 2 minutes to go. If the Tigers can get a stop, they may have time for another drive, and ideally that's all they think that they'll need to make something happen. They're only 3 points behind here, so if they can get into field goal range, Ernie, that's something too.
Absolutely. So the Tigers with Coach Jim Burton on the sideline, and the Bearcats with Coach Drew Hodges on the sideline. It's homecoming here tonight, full house on the near side stands for the Douglas Bearcats. Tigers come out, 3-man defensive front. Here comes Douglas out of the huddle. Hash mark, far side of the field. Under center, I formation. Everyone's in tight. Here's the handoff to Archuleta. He breaks one tackle, and he's close. He's got the first down by a yard, down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play by Archuleta. Well, Douglas can just about run out the clock here at this point.
Yeah, that first down is a bit of a game changer. 2 minutes to go, and now Douglas in a comfortable spot. Lander needs to hope for something special, a turnover or something with a little bit of luck involved.
Okay, I'm not sure if the Tigers have used all of their timeouts yet or not. Clock is moving, 1:40 to go.
I believe the Tigers do have one more timeout.
Okay, here comes Roberts up to the line of scrimmage for the Bearcats. Under or in the gun, offset eye. There's the snap. He rolls. He's being chased. He gets away. Flag down on the play. 2 flags down on the play. And a hat. We have 2 flags and a hat down on the field from the officials. And this is not looking good for Douglas here. It's going to be a face mask, I think, against Douglas on the run. Minute 22 to go. Tigers trail by 3. Officials with a big huddle down at the 35-yard line. They're pointing toward the Douglas side. And now the referee looks over at the Lander sideline. So we have 3 markers on the play. 2 yellow hankies and 1 hat. So that means one of the officials who threw a flag saw another infraction and threw his hat.
I guess that's why they wear those, Ernie.
So they're going over to talk to Jim Burton now. We haven't received an indication on what the call will be, but Douglas has backed themselves all the way back up into Lander territory, anticipating a penalty. Let's see what it is. Long discussion on the far side. Okay, that's over with. The official comes to the center of the field and talks it over again with his other officials. Okay, holding Douglas. That penalty is declined. So it's 2nd down. No, the holding penalty was declined. There were 3 flags, apparently all for holding. So it goes now to 3rd down, right? No, it's 2nd down still. Okay. 1:22 to go. There's a pitch to Archuleta. Archuleta down to the 35-yard line in Lander territory, and we have a timeout called by Lander with 1:15 to go. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that's Lander's last timeout, and the Bearcats didn't quite get the first down there. They still have a few yards to go. 5 to be exact.
Exactly.
And we'll keep it right here as the action.
I'm not sure why. We'll have to ask Coach Burton why they declined that penalty. That would have brought him back another 10 yards.
That is surprising.
He declined it. And with Archuleta's speed on the outside, this time the Tigers caught him. So there's timeout on the field. We're holding it here. 1:15 to go. 3-point lead by the Douglas Bearcats over the Lander Valley Tigers.
And yeah, whatever happens here, it's been a great game. I think personally, this is my vote for the best Lander Tigers performance of the season, no matter the outcome, Ernie.
Yeah, absolutely. They played really well tonight in all phases of the game. I mean, their offense was balanced with the difference between the pass and the rush.
That's right.
Okay, here we go. Tigers defense is back out. A stop here would make it a 4th down. If Douglas gets a 1st down, the game's over. Okay, here we go. Douglas comes out of the huddle. They run up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5 for the Bearcats.
Lander's got a 3-man defensive front. Everyone is in tight except on the right-hand side. Roberts in the gun, man in motion. There's the snap. He rolls, gives it off to Archuleta. 1st down for the Bearcats down to the 30-yard line, and that's going to do it. He needed 5, and he got 6.
Yeah, the ever-reliable Archuleta for Douglas there, and
wait a minute. They say he did not get the 1st down. My eyes deceive me. It's 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
4th and 1. I thought he had the 1st down, but they marked him short. Clock continues to run at 30 seconds to go in the game. Lander still has a chance if they get a stop here. They're taking all the time they can. They might even take a delay of game penalty here. Let's see, in the backfield. Yep, there goes the flag. The timeout called just before the penalty. So there's 22 seconds to go. It'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th and a yard for the Douglas Bearcats. Well, we'll definitely have to ask Jim Burton about that holding penalty.
Yeah.
That was declined. And then with Archuleta, tell you what, it's nice to have a weapon like Archuleta, isn't it, on your field?
Yeah.
Once he gets on the outside, it's hard to get him stopped.
Yeah, and just to have an outlet like that whenever you kind of need to get out of a pickle or pick up 4, 5, 6 yards and know that his odds are pretty good of doing so, he's there for you, and that's a huge asset.
Okay, so Douglas is doing their final huddle with Coach Drew Hodge. 22 seconds to go, 14-11. Douglas with the lead over Lander, and this is a conference game. Lander would slip to 2-3 if they lose this game, but they're 0-2 in conference. Their game last week with Torrington was a conference game. Okay, here we go. Douglas taking a lot of time in the huddle on the sideline.
Yeah, just trying to sort of break Lander's focus here and run out as much time as they can, both on the field and in the timeout.
4th down, 1 yard to go. Everyone is bunched in. Lander has 11 guys at the line of scrimmage. There's the keeper by Roberts. He's caught from behind, and he gets away. He's at the 35, the 30, 1st down, and Douglas is going to win the game. He breaks away. He's down at the 2-yard line. Holy cow, they had him behind the line of scrimmage, and somehow he got away. 7 seconds to go in the game. And we have a player down in the end zone who's from Douglas. They get him right back up. Well, Roberts will get credit for the scramble. And it'll go from the... is there laundry on the field?
I don't think so.
No, they're calling it a 1st down. So it is 7 seconds to go, and I think we'll see the victory formation if Coach Hodge has any sportsmanship at all in him.
Yeah, wild play there. As you say, Ernie Lander had Roberts pushed so far back, but he got away from a number of Tigers and drove himself and his team all the way well past the 1st down.
Yeah, he's down at the 6-yard line. And it looks like that looks like they're going to try to go for it here. Archuleta. Touchdown. With 1 second to go. Well, that tells us all we need to know about the sportsmanship of Douglas. All they had to do was kneel down and the game was over. But no, they sent Archuleta 6 yards for another touchdown.
Yeah, and on homecoming night, it felt like that's what the crowd wanted to see. One more score for the home team, and it's been a dramatic second half. And though the final score favors Douglas, it's been quite a bit closer, especially in the second half, than the scoreline suggests.
And the PAT is good. It's 20-11.
PAT was no good, Ernie.
Oh, it was no good. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 20-11. And 1 second to go for Lander. And I guess we'll see maybe a squib kick here to run out the clock. Yeah. Well, even if Lander did score, they can't overtake 9 points.
Correct.
Unless there's a 9-point touchdown. Is there a 9-point touchdown in football? No, I don't think so. No.
Not yet.
Well, I tell you what, the Tigers gave it their all.
Yeah.
Tigers have really got to be proud of themselves. You never want to say it was a moral victory.
Yeah.
But Lander played their hearts out.
That's right.
And they're going to lose 20-11. They're going to lose by 9 points. And that last touchdown by Archuleta with 1 second to go. I can't agree with that.
Yeah, we will certainly get to more of this in our post-game show, but really feels like this game came down to that drive where Lander had 2 incomplete passes in a row.
Right.
There in the fourth quarter, and that was the opportunity.
Well, the passes were just a little bit off. The second one was too low, and Finn had to dive for it, and it went right off his fingertips. And the other one, which was wide open, was a little bit high.
Yep.
But, this is first year starting quarterback for Hollingshead, so he's got a lot of learning to do, and he'll pick up a few lessons tonight and will be that much better next game. And there's the squib kick, and it's picked up and immediately downed, and that's the game. Final score, Douglas 20, Lander 11. Heck of a football game tonight here in Douglas. And the teams lining up now to give each other the congratulatory shake. And we'll see what happens here. Tigers will be on the road next week. They don't have to go far, 24 miles as a matter of fact. And they will take on the Riverton Wolverines at Wolverine Field. Tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock is game time. And you can hear it right here on KFCW or on WYO Today YouTube. Well, a disappointing night for the Tigers, but they can hold their head high. They played a great game tonight, and had it not been for a couple incompleted passes, the score might have been different, but it wasn't, so you have to take what happened. 20-11 is our final score. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after this.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Okay.
And welcome back to Douglas. The game has concluded. Douglas Bearcats, the home team, did win 20-11. Close game, good game. We enjoyed watching that one. The fourth quarter especially was full of excitement and dramatic moments. A real privilege for all the fans in the stadium here today. And going to get into some of these stats from the game to provide a little insight into what we just witnessed before we have a chance to hopefully speak with the Lander Valley head coach Jim Burton here in a few. Until then, though, starting with some insight into the home team, Douglas. In the fourth quarter, Douglas really almost allowed Lander to come back in the game through a series of mistakes from the Bearcats, largely the penalties. There were 5 penalties from the Bearcats just in the fourth quarter alone, a total of 9 over the course of the game, and those penalties resulted in big setbacks on offense for the Bearcats, which allowed Lander to get a series of stops and a series of opportunities, and then also 3 fumbles for the Bearcats, including one in the fourth quarter that set up Lander Valley for an all-important drive during which they had a big opportunity to take the lead in the game when the score was 11-14. Lander on that drive couldn't quite manage to make the most of it. 2 incomplete passes from Hollingshead put that drive to an end. But for Douglas on the offensive side, it was Archuleta who led the way with 64 rushing yards over, it looks like 16, 17 carries. So a lot of the ball tonight for Archuleta. Not so much in the third quarter, but in the fourth, he really took over and led his team, picking up the ball on every other play, or maybe even a higher rate than that. And then Roberts, the quarterback, was also heavily involved. Roberts rushing for 68 yards himself, a number of clutch carries there for him, several over 10 yards. He picked up several first downs in critical moments. So Roberts and Archuleta, that combo really responsible for Douglas's win tonight, despite the mistakes that the team made in turnovers and penalties. And for Lander Valley, an interesting showing tonight, and impressive on a number of levels. On offense, I believe tonight we witnessed the most dynamic performance of the season. Some running plays as always, but also quite a few interesting variations on that. Hollingshead was throwing more than he has all season long, picking up 6 completions for 52 passing yards. And on the ground, it was the usual suspects in Caleb Larvey and Braden Baker. Larvey with 59 rushing yards and Baker with 57. Other highlights for Lander tonight, despite the tough loss, they just kept it really tight with disciplined team spirit and just general professional play, right? Only 1 fumble, only 1 turnover, no penalties. That's a really good improvement for Lander. Penalties and turnovers have been issues for them at other points in the season, and they made huge strides in those categories tonight.
And they forced 3 Douglas turnovers.
Yes, good point. They sure did. Otherwise, a couple key plays. It was McFadden, as usual, chipping in with a big return. That was a 52 yards. That set up Lander for a good chance there in the second half, right when it looked like they weren't going to be able to come back. That return from McFadden once again put the spirit and belief back in the Lander Valley Tigers and got them going again.
Okay, our final score, Douglas 20 and Lander 11. We're hoping the coach will come over across the field. He's still on his sideline there and visit with us. You're listening to the Click It or Ticket post-game show on KFCW and YO Today YouTube here from Bearcat Stadium in Douglas, Wyoming. Well, we'll be back with more of the post-game show, hopefully a chat with the coach and our player of the game right after this.
Have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And Austin Beckdoss and Ernie Over back here in Douglas at the conclusion of the Bearcats' homecoming contest against the Tigers. They won Douglas 20-11, and as the fans filter out of the stadium, we're going to conclude our Click It or Ticket post-game show with a player of the game shout-out brought to you by Papa Murphy's.
Yeah, Papa Murphy's down on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton awards one free large pizza to the winner of our player of the game. And today, you know, we had some pretty good runs, but it all was made possible by the blocking up front by the offensive line. And we've decided that today's player of the game is a junior, Caleb Hamilton. Congratulations, Caleb. He did a good job tonight. We called his name a number of times on not only tackles, but opening up holes for both Larvey and Baker. So our player of the game is Caleb Hamilton, and we want to thank Rick Paxton at Take and Bake Pizza in Riverton, or Papa Murphy's.
That's the right Papa.
Yeah,
a lot of
Papas out there
in the pizza industry.
That's right, Papa Murphy's Pizza on North Federal Boulevard, and Caleb is our player of the game.
Congratulations, Caleb. And just one final note on that. The Lander performance, which we've complimented from top to bottom tonight, was really made possible by their defense, so it feels only appropriate to give a defensive stalwart out there tonight, such as Caleb, the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game award.
Okay, that's it. We just heard word that Riverton kicked the field goal at the game ending to beat Buffalo tonight by 1 point, and the Tigers will take on the Wolverines in Riverton next Friday evening at 6 o'clock at Wolverine Stadium. So, you know, come on out to that game. It should be a good one. Lander versus Riverton, the rivalry continues over in the River City. Again, our final score is the Buffalo Bearcats 20, the Lander Valley Tigers 11. My thanks back at the studio to our engineer back there, who I believe was Leanne Sanderson. I don't believe Cassie was there tonight, but if you were, thank you for for your help. I believe it was Leanne who was there. And on behalf of Austin Beckdoss, this is Ernie Over, bidding you a very pleasant good evening from Buffalo. All you Lander fans, drive carefully coming home, and we'll see you on the radio next Friday evening at about 5:30 for the Tigers and the Wolverines. That's it for tonight. Good night, and we'll see you next Friday night.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta,